Hey everybody, it's Chris at Crypto Wolfbot. So today we'll be going over a node that I got in on launch, and we'll take a look at the website, the DAPP, the um, the white paper, and how to purchase and create over the course of the next 4 videos. I do want to give a heads up though. I did the purchase video before the other videos for some reason. I cannot remember my logic to that. So you may see the numbers be a little odd on the reviews being less than what I have in the purchase video. So sorry about that. Probably shouldn't have done that, but it's done and over with already. So with that said, let's give a little rundown on what Etherstone is. It's another node project that's been out for maybe around a month, maybe 2, 3 weeks. Time's running together for me, so I really don't know offhand. But I'll try to find that out later, the date, because I don't think I came across it looking over the white papers or the website or anything. But with that said, let's take a look at this website. Okay, everybody, let's take a look at the Etherstones website. Earn 450% APR. It's a nice chunk for node for anything really. Uh, if it's sustainable, we'll see. What is an Etherstone? Etherstone is an innovative DAS on the Avalanche network, which focuses on long-term growth and sustainability. If you've seen any of my videos before, you know for nodes, I really push for sustainability. For actually all the stuff, I push for sustainability. It's I'm in this for long term. And hopefully you are too. If you're not in it for long term, then this project may not be the best for you, and you'll see why in a few minutes. So we are a fusion of nodes as service and reflection tokenomics, leverage our unique protocol, generate passive income in multiple ways. We provide income to everyone in the form of Ethereum and Avalanche. And on Avalanche with wrapped Ethereum and the native tokens. So it's nice that you can get them in their token or you can get them in Ethereum. That's actually what brought me to this project, but right now I'm in the process of you'll not gonna say what I have right now, but you'll see it when I do. Getting started with the little as 5 ETH, so that's not much at all to get started node project, which is nice because if you look at a lot of these node projects, you need 50 to 100, if not more. So I mean, looks like it's starting to come up, so that's good. But maybe we could see it on an upward trend. Maybe it bottomed out here, but you'd never know, and you won't ever know really, unless you have a crystal ball. And I personally don't, and my cat's just not smart enough to be able to tell the future. Let's see, it's at 87 cents right now, so you 5 minimum. I mean, it's under $5. So, I mean, it's good to get into a node you can test out for under $5. That's always a plus. Etherstones are more than just a node, though, apparently. See, more than just a node. There are soon to be NFTs waiting to release into the DeFi ecosystem and taken cross chain. I do like cross chain. Granted, I do really like the Avalanche network. It is one of my top networks. I like using it, and a lot of my stuff is on Avalanche. But if you don't like Avalanche, when it goes cross chain, you'd be able to do more than just Avalanche with them. So that's always a plus. And the NFTs I like, as if later tonight I'm doing a giveaway for a Polar Mont Blanc. But the only reason I can do that is because that node is a NFT. It allows you to move from wallet to wallet in case you need to. You could also sell. Some places don't allow you to sell on OpenSea, but they do have like a market on the website to sell certain ones. It really varies project to project, but it does give the option to possibly be able to sell your node instead of just putting the money into the node and then it's gone and you're only getting returns back. So I do like that it's an NFT, and I would like to see more nodes go on NFT routes. Sustainable yield. We offer realistic daily rewards through reinvesting of our treasury into the project. Treasury is always going to be a big thing, so you always want to look at the treasury of a project to see if this is going to be able to be sustainable. It's not a guarantee, but it's a pretty good indicator. Our treasury investments range from safe protocols such as delta neutral to riskier investments in emerging protocols. So I'm not sure what delta neutrals is, but it is always nice to have a high risk and low risk in your treasury. It's good to diversify within those. This also allows to perform routine buybacks and maintain a high APR. Doesn't really get into too much. Pretty much you have to just take the word on that. I know there are a lot of node protocols that are starting to get to buybacks, so that's always a plus too. And maintaining the APR, I guess the time will tell on that one. I could tell you now though, they did an AMA when they first launched, and they actually were announcing your best bet is to get the nodes, not go right into the vault, which I'll explain. You'll see that in a bit, but pretty much the short of it is a lot of people messed up the strategy. Well, some people messed up the strategy. I don't know how many. I know there were at least a few in the AMA that did, and the team actually came up with the idea of refunding the fees or a portion of the fees to help fix that, which was really good for the community to do that, and it does show that it, it does show to me at least anyway that maybe they could be a little more trusting than someone that doesn't. But that's something, of course, you have to make your own decision on. And maybe you could find information about what happened in their Discord so you can make that decision if you weren't there. But it was a good sign for me anyway. Community driven. One of the biggest goals is becoming decentralized as possible. Community votes will be held. Any sort of issues arise. We will take any steps necessary to maintain Etherstone long term. Our community is top priority. Our community is a top priority. You're going to see that pretty much everywhere. But what I just mentioned about the refund of taxes, they did put it to a vote, I believe. I didn't vote. I didn't see the results of the vote, but it does show that they did value the community over those extra taxes that they could have had for the project. So that's always a good sign, and aim to be as transparent as possible. Definitely want transparency, but once again, a lot of this could be just boilerplate on other website stuff. But from what I've seen so far, I think that they are maybe true. I think they are true to word about this stuff. And I guess we'll see as it continues to go on. Once again, definitely do your own research and make your own decisions on this. Don't just take my word for it or anyone on YouTube's word for it. The only people that you could maybe take your word on it for, like, oh, well, actually, never mind. Forget that. We'll just move on. No one, yourself, not even your friends, not your mom or dad, not your grandparents, not your financial advisor. Long term, Etherstones is not going anywhere or designed to last a long time. We'll continuously focus on improving the project. So they do have something new coming out, which I don't know what it is yet. It is some sort of utility. So I am excited to see what that is. Utilities, I believe, are starting to become the key of a node being sustainable. How it works. Okay, to get an Etherstone, pretty much, you're gonna buy Ether on Trader Joe. From there, from buying the Ether on Trader Joe, you're gonna go to their DAPP, and we'll cover this all in other videos. The last video will show you. Actually, did a few days ago, but there was some mess ups with recording the review videos. So when you see that video, and if you watch this one first, you're going to notice the time down here, and the date's going to be off by a few days, and it's going to be earlier. And I probably have more of what I had in that video at that point. But you'll go over that. But just so you have it. A pebble's 5 to 80, shard is 25 to 40, a stone is 120 to 200, and a crystal is 625 to 1,000. I do like how it's kind of gapped, and it's not just like one set amount. Um, I'm personally just doing the lowest ones and building up, starting at shard. So I'm just personally, when I add in, I'm just doing 25 each and then building that up to continue more. Um, Maybe there is some sort of strategy to go a little higher. I didn't really look too deep into that. So as of right now, I'm just staying at the lowest I can get a stone for, and then building up. And ever since they launched I think it was V2, which actually wasn't very long after the initial launch, maybe a week or two, I think. They're allowing merging of nodes, or merging of Etherstones, and I do like that because I was able to turn five five shards into a stone. Uh, mm, I do make mention of that in the buy-in video, which I did mess up. It's actually, I said I need two more, but I actually would need three more to do the compounding video. And so I will, when I get to that point, I'll do another video on compounding. Because I covered buying, I covered creating, I covered um, staking in a vault, I covered uh, claiming from the vault, which definitely definitely did not use a proper strategy on that. You can actually roll uh, your rewards back into the vault and stake the ETH that way. I actually pulled them out and restaked. Um, but it was good because you did see how to claim as well. But if you're building it up, I wouldn't recommend that. I would recommend just taking it and rolling it into the vault. That way you don't have any taxes to do that. You don't have the compound tax. You won't have that compound tax. You don't have any tax for claiming from the vault, but when you put it into the vault, there is an 18% tax. So, which you'll see in the white papers. I believe I got that right. We'll double check in the white paper video. Staking in a vault, 80% of taxes are distributed to vault holders and passive income or passive Ethereum income by holding ETH in the vault. Our Etherstone permanently generates ETH as steady flow of taxes into the vault. More Etherstone in existence mean more taxes to be distributed. Unlike other fractionary tokens, our vault will never suffer from lack of volume. I guess that makes a little bit of sense because you're gonna have your ether stones, and there's actually like quite a good amount of ether stones, and it's not something that people can just sell. I mean, if they do sell, it'd be over the counter or when the NFTs come out. But as of right now, it's not an option, so they have the rewards coming in regardless, and you're gonna want to take them. Why just if you have rewards coming in, if you paid for something, and you have the rewards coming in, why just let it stack? Why not do something with it? Um, so when people take profit or do something that involves taxes, it's going to the vault. So I mean, makes some sort of sense that as there's always going to be ether stones out there. Just a matter of values, I guess. And those taxes, 80% of the taxes go into the, the vaults, go into the vault stakers. So I guess that makes a little bit of sense. They have a very complex system. It's still not 100% on. I do hope they get an interview with the team at some point, which would be good to clear up some of the questions I have. Into the metaverse, we have big plans for the future. Etherstones is in the early stages and is only just starting. Get ready for play to earn games. I'm excited to see the play to earn games. I have not gotten into any yet, but it does look like that something I will be doing in the future. There's actually one I'm looking at that's not launched yet. It's interesting, but I would hopefully get a video on them out before the launch or before the pre-sale. So NFTs, cross-chain expansions, like mentioned why I like the nodes as NFTs, cross-chain expansions. I went over that. It's definitely nice to have that. And full brand in the metaverse. So I'm kind of curious to see what they are planning. Of course, you're not always going to find out. Okay, let's see their KYC is a sure, which, okay, it's a KYC. And I thought the sure was good. But if you saw what happened with Exodus, well, maybe not. They'll still get points for being KYC'd, but remember, it's KYC is not a, oh, they're KYC, they're never gonna rug. I'm not saying Etherstone is gonna rug. I'm saying there have been places that's been KYC'd by a shirt that did. So definitely something to keep in the back of your mind when making a decision. Smart contracts. I know a little bit of code, but especially when it comes to Solidity, I don't know anything. So I'm not even going to attempt to, but it's there for you people who want to read over it. I really probably should learn how to read that stuff better. Let's take a look at lock liquidity as well before jumping into the white paper. Let's see. Um, Man, any data. I'm not getting any data. Oh, I connect the wallet. Okay. Now we're connected. Let's see if we get data. There we go. Look, 99% of the liquidity. $3 million worth. It's a pretty decent chunk to lock. To say how long it's locked for. Cannot find a, oh, there we go. 335 days. So roughly it looks like maybe a year. Okay. I have a podcast that I'm starting with one of the members of my Discord, and we actually went over a little bit of if it's good to lock that much liquidity, kind of. So, and its relation to if burning can actually really increase a price. So I do like to see locked liquidity, but I would also like to see some of the liquidity burned for value. Um, I would love to know your opinion on this. If locking that much liquidity is a good thing, or would you rather lock a little less and burn liquidity, or would you rather just burn the token? Definitely check out that podcast when it's released. And I would like to know your opinion. So put in the comments about like locking liquidity versus burning liquidity versus just burning regular tokens. I'd love to know your thoughts on that. Hey, everybody. So the website had a pretty decent amount of information in comparison to a lot of the other websites that I looked over. I mean, the information's all in the white paper anyway, but their white paper is, well, you'll see. Let's actually go take a look at it now, but or for the next video. But the website was clean. I do like it. I think they give a lot of information, which is key because unfortunately, I don't think that many people actually really read white papers. They just look at the website and look at reviews, which I never recommend. Definitely watch my stuff and I go over as much as I can. But in case I'm misconstruing some things, it's always good to take a look at the white paper and read it yourself. But I guess we'll end this video and stay tuned for the white paper video. Bye. Have a good day.